News for October 18th. In sports, East High will have a game against Cott County at 7:30 tomorrow, and West has a game against Dobbins-Bennett also at 7:30.
And for today's weather, today's temperature will be 60 degrees with the precipitation at 10% and humidity at 51%.
Today's lunch is pizza, PB&J, smiley fries, steamed broccoli, tossed salad, pears, fruit juice, and milk choice. School news. At West High, books and breakfast will meet in the library at 7:30 a.m. tomorrow.
World news. A family living in the panhandle of Florida were trapped at their farm by the destruction of Hurricane Michael. However, they were rescued after one of the members of the family used large logs to spell out the word help in the yard. Their signal was noticed by a satellite and help came soon after. Also in Florida, a woman was nearly impaled after a large piece of plywood flew off a truck through her car window. Luckily, she had only minor injuries.
And local news. A traveling replica of the Vietnam Memorial Wall has been traveling around East Tennessee and visited Walter State Community College last weekend. Also, a man sentenced to death in Tennessee will finally be put down. The case for his type of execution has been going on for decades now, and it seems that he will be sentenced to the electric chair at the end of this month.
Fun fact, when sea otters sleep in water, they hold hands so that they don't drift apart.
Joke of the day. Why wouldn't the shrimp share his treasure? Because he was a little shellfish. Entertainment. After visiting the White House last week, Kanye West gave the president of Uganda white tennis shoes while visiting the country.
This day in history. In 1954, Texas Instruments released the first transistor radio, which would go on to become the most popular electronic communication device in history. In 1898, the United States gained Puerto Rico from Spain, and in 1867, they purchased Alaska from Russia. Finally, in 1851, Herman Melville's Moby Dick is first published. A classic Halloween tradition is carving a pumpkin. So on today's special, we are going to teach you how. First, you can see the pumpkin by default with no carvings on it, just as normal. Now the first step that you have to do is, with a marker, make the outline of the face that you want. As you can now see, the pumpkin has for this example, a quite basic face drawn onto it that is essential so you know what you're doing before you cut it open. The next step is to take a knife or any utensil such as this and cut a hole in the top of the pumpkin. And take it off. Now, after that, you must scoop out the insides of the pumpkin with your hands, a spoon, or something like this. Trey will now demonstrate.
I'm gonna go plant.
Oh, yes, sir.
Once the inside of your pumpkin is sufficiently clean, it's finally time to cut out the face that you previously drew. Now, as you can see, the pumpkin has been sufficiently hollowed out and now has a face on it. So the next step is to simply put a light in it for trick-or-treaters to see.
Or for decoration.
Yeah, you won't be able to see that.
You can
You get that one.
if you don't like fire, you can take little electric substitutes. And then you can put the top back on it like so. And there you go. You now have a jack-o'-lantern. Now, as you can see, our little buddy right here looks a little bit better in the shade, although he would look the best in the darkness when the light can fully come out, or if we had more powerful candles inside him, which we don't. I guess that would be a fire hazard or something. But from the Thursday News group, we say Happy Halloween and goodbye.